If you are struggling to fill your mini sessions, I can almost guarantee you it is not a photo problem, it is a marketing problem. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to market your mini sessions so that they sell out every single time. Hey there, I'm Kendra Swalls, a former teacher turned full-time photographer and marketing coach, and I'm here to help you grow your photography business and get more clients without relying on followers, likes, or a finicky Instagram algorithm. And in today's video, I'm walking you through how to build out a marketing system that helps you sell out your mini sessions. So let's dive in. If you've ever run mini sessions only to realize you're scrambling to fill spots at the last minute, I can promise you you're not alone. I've been there, I've done that. I've worked with hundreds of photographers who have had the exact same problem. In fact, I see posts like this all the time in Facebook groups where photographers are complaining about mini sessions don't work anymore. I can't book my mini sessions. I've discounted them like crazy and I want to shout from the rooftops. It's not you. It's not your photos. It's not your setups. It's not that you're not creative enough. It's that you don't have the right system in place that gets people excited about your sessions. So let's look at what it should look like when you do launch your mini sessions. The ideal situation. The ideal scenario is that you decide to run a mini sessions. You do all the work behind the scenes. You get everything set up. You have an amazing setup. It's unique. It's creative. It's fun. You know your clients are going to love it. And then you share it with your audience, and within days or even hours, you're sold out. And here's the best part. You can do all of that without even having to post about them on social media. So how do you do that? Well, let's back it up a few steps. So in order to really maximize your marketing when it comes to your mini sessions, you have to start before you actually start. It all starts with building anticipation, building excitement. So step one in the system, it begins well before you ever launch your mini sessions to the public. Think about Taylor Swift. She's an incredible marketing example. She drops little hints, little Easter eggs. There's always people talking about, what does this mean? What does that mean? What does she have coming next? Now imagine harnessing that exact same excitement, but for your mini sessions. And the way you do that is by dropping little Easter eggs along the way. So while you're in planning mode, don't do all of your planning behind closed doors. Share little bits and pieces of the planning process with your potential clients to get them excited. You also have to think about the consumer here. When someone is looking to buy something, they typically need to engage with that a couple of times before they're actually ready to purchase. The same goes for your mini sessions. So when you're launching and throwing your mini sessions at them right away, they're like, whoa, hold on. I need a minute to think about this. Is this a weekend I'm available? Is this a time I'm available? Can I afford this? But if you have given them little bits of information and let them prepare and plan ahead of time, when you do launch your mini sessions, they're like, yeah, I've been waiting for this. I'm ready. Let's go. That's what we want. So you build that anticipation. What does that look like exactly? Well, let me give you some examples. If you are doing mini sessions outdoors, then take behind the scenes videos of you scouting different locations. Or maybe if you do a pre-shoot where you shoot examples of what your mini sessions are gonna look like, you share some behind the scenes of that. And you get people excited about what's coming next. Okay, what is she planning? What location is she gonna pick? You can also ask your audience for input. Ask them what location they like best. What ideas do they have, or which mini session option would they prefer? If you're doing a studio session and you're doing a whole setup with props and a background and all the things, share little sneak peeks of some of those pieces to get people excited. It gets them thinking about like, ooh, what could this be? What could this look like? Oh my gosh, I love that detail. I want that background of me in a photo of me and my daughter, or I want my kids in that picture. It gets them thinking about and putting themselves into that place. Realtors use this all the time when they stage houses or they share little sneak peeks of things, of new listings they have coming. The same thing applies here. You have to build excitement and energy and anticipation around your mini sessions. That is one of the key steps that a lot of photographers are forgetting, but it has such a big impact on actually getting to sell out your mini sessions. Now, the second step in this is once you are ready to launch, how can you make the most out of your launch? Well, the first thing I want you to do is make sure that everything you need is ready to go, that you have streamlined and simplified the process, because confused consumers don't buy. So if you are launching your mini sessions and you have limited information, or they have to click here and then sign up here and then click here and then do something here, they're going to be done. They're going to be like, this is too many steps. I don't want to do this. But if you have everything they need in one landing page, all the information, all the frequently asked questions, locations, times, what to bring, who's in the photos. Is it for families? Is it for kids? Is it for couples? How much is it going to cost? How many photos will they get? How much time do they get? Where is the location specifically? Like, how much can you give them ahead of time so that they're fully prepared and ready to book with you? It's going to make it super, super easy. You also want to make the booking process really easy. Again, you don't want them clicking 5 different buttons to have to pick a time and then get an email and then open that email and then pay for their thing with an invoice. If you can streamline all of that, it's going to make that booking process even better, and it's going to make your client experience even better. And that is one of the best marketing pieces you can have, is a good client experience. Now, if this is your first time doing mini sessions, or you've kind of run them by piecing pieces together in the past, I highly recommend you invest in a program that's going to help you with this. So client management systems like Honeybook and Dubsado, they have features that allow you to do this. There's a program called Sessions that is specifically designed for this. It runs really well and it's designed for photographers. If you are using Flowdesk for your email management already, they do have a way you can kind of build this in as well. It's not quite as intuitive as some of the other ones because it's not necessarily designed for mini sessions, but it can be used for that as well. So I've linked to all of those down in the notes below if you want to check any of those out and help you kind of streamline this and get a platform that's going to do most of the heavy lifting for you, so you're not having to piece different parts together to make it all work. I also want you to consider how you're sharing this information. Another common mistake I see photographers making is they will post about their launch. They'll send it out to their email list, they'll put it on their social media, and then they just kind of wait. And they're like, well, I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want people to get annoyed. Annoy people. Guys, people don't mind being annoyed. And if they're annoyed by it, they're not your client. But people are busy. Moms are busy. We have a lot going on. And I cannot tell you the number of times that I've opened up Facebook, I've scrolled past something and been like, yes, I want to do this. I get distracted by something else. And the next thing you know, I can't find that thing again. But if I'm able to then go back and someone is reposting it or resharing it, or I open that email and then I get another email a few days later saying, hey, don't forget to book your mini session. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that. I have emails in my inbox right now reminding me to pay for invoices that I have due to places. And I need those reminders to remind me, because life happens and I get busy and I don't have my credit card beside me, or I don't have my calendar next to me to make sure that date's available. Don't be afraid to keep sending out the reminders. Email them, put it on your website, put it on social media, post it in Facebook groups, whatever you can do to get the information out there. Keep posting it until you're completely sold out. The next piece of this is one I see some photographers making as well. They feel like they've been told over and over again, create urgency, create urgency. And yes, urgency sells. People want to know that they have a limited amount of time. If you give them too much time to book something, they're going to get busy, they're going to put it off, and they'll forget about it. So you do want to create urgency by giving them a short window of time to book and a limited number of spots to book. However, the problem I see photographers making is that they open up 20 mini session spots and then expect to create urgency. 20 session spots does not create urgency. 5, 8, maybe 10 creates urgency. And then if you open up 5 and you sell those out, you can add on another date. But isn't it better to sell out the 5 and then add more on than to have 20 and only sell out 5? Okay, so you want to create urgency, but you want to do it in a really authentic way, not in a fake way of like, oh my gosh, only 7 sessions left. Well, you only opened 8. Okay, so let's be a little bit realistic and make sure we're being very transparent with our audience. There's ways to create urgency without actually making it feel like it's just you selling them something that they don't actually believe in. And then the last piece of this is, even after your mini sessions are starting to book up, you want to keep marketing, because the sale is not done. As if we go back to that ideal scenario, the ideal scenario is that you were able to send out your mini session to your email list and have it book up in a matter of hours or days. Well, the only way to get there is to build up your email list. I will say this until I'm blue in the face. Email is one of the best marketing tools a photographer can have. It is a way to have a group of clients who have said, I'm interested in what you have to offer. I want to hear more. And you can reach them directly in their inbox. No algorithms, no shouting from the rooftops, just you having a conversation with them in their inbox. So even after your mini sessions start to fill up, create a wait list. Get people on your list and say, hey, next time I open up my mini sessions, do you want to be the first one to know about it? Do you want to get special offers? Do you want discounts and deals? Join my email list. And if you keep building that email list, even before, during, and after your mini session launch, you're going to start to see more and more growth, and you're going to get to the point where you can just market to your email list and not have to worry about advertising on social media. So mini sessions don't fail because your photos are bad or your setups aren't unique enough. They fail because you don't have the right systems in place. So hopefully this video gives you the right systems so that you can create a repeatable marketing plan that you can just turn on when you're ready to open up those mini sessions, and it will work for you every single time. If you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you get notified when new videos come out. And if you think you have a photographer friend that will also benefit from this, send them this video. Say, hey, try this for your next mini session launch. I would love, love, love for you to do that. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you here next time.